All right, shalom, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, giving all praise and glories to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Harakah Kadash, and double honors to elder apostles, elder bishops, of great millstone where there's truth from. And peace and salutation to the hopeful elect that is pushing the word all four corners through the sincerity. I'm the brother Kawam Kabar coming back with another lesson to edify the body. Yahweh Bahashem, Shai, the house of David. And Lord's willing, it's edifying video, and through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashem Shai, Lord's willing, it's edifying. In the words of our elder apostle Gabar, saying the water Yahweh Bahashem Shai for the truth, especially in these times. Because I had my woman. The title of the lesson was called "The Shirley Goat." And it's a club out here in California, in the valley, Encino. And it got shot up on Saturday. And my woman, sister, was at the club and got, she didn't die or nothing. But it was a close call. It was a really close call, man. And let's get that word. Let's get this word real quick. Let's get Salakia. Let's get this word, Salakia. Bear with me. So the word, let's go here. Surely. The word surely, so my woman told me to look it up. So I looked it up on the etymon online. It means haughty, arrogant. In the empiricist alteration of Middle English, surely, lordly, right? Let's get some scriptures because I wanted to bring this out first. This is 2nd Ezra 15. And 6, it says, "For wickedness hath exceeding polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. Therefore the Lord Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit, neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me, and the souls of the just complain continuously. And therefore saith the Lord Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai, I will surely avenge them, and receive unto me all the innocent blood from among them." That means judgment is at the door. Who's at the door knocking? Yahweh Shai. He's the Grim Reaper. And I told my woman, that was a warning shot from the Lord. Because she's that was a one of those clubs, one of those those clubs, because the clubs that are really these clubs today in 2023 are not hitter. They're all like what do you call them? What do they call them? Dyke bars. I think that's what they call them. But but Esau is the one is in rulership, right? He's the one who's in rulership. It says Ecclesiastes 10:1 says what? It says, a wise judge, this is Ecclesiasticus in the Apocrypha, known as Sirach, chapter 10, verse 1 and 2. And it says, a wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered. Right? So let's go to Proverbs 29 and 2. It says, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. Right? And doesn't that... and then so is the king, so is the people. Let's go back to it, so I can state my point. Says a wise judge will instruct his people. Right? So we understand that the people are mourning. That is not a wise judge. The wise judge is Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai and his people and his elect. Now we're becoming gods again, judges, and we're learning how to judge both good and evil. That's how you become a righteous judge. You gotta, because we know Esau is not a righteous judge. He only does it off his own merit, off his own. He was created to do that, to be proud and arrogant and haughty. Right? Let me jump down to verse 7. Pride is hateful before God and man, and by both doing one commit iniquity. That's exactly what these people are doing. Right? So let's go back to that word surely. It means haughty, arrogant, right? Empiricist, I know I'm messing it up. Empiricist, assuming power or authority without justification. Arrogant and domineering. Right? Who seeth us? Let's get that. Who see us? This is Isaiah 6:29 and 15 and 16. Woe unto them that seek deep and hidden to hide their counsel from the Lord, and their works are in the dark. And they say, who seeth us, and who knoweth us? Surely your turning of things upside down be esteemed as a potter's clay. For shall the work say unto him that madeth it, why when it says he made me not? Or shall the thing framed saying of him that framed it, who had no understanding? Well, let me read it again. This is Isaiah 29 and 15 and 16. Woe unto them that seek deep to hide their counsel from the Lord, because we understand that the Lord's eyes are 10 times brighter than the sun, and we know that the angels of the Lord go back to and fro in the earth to report to the Lord. Right? The Lord sees it, but he has people. He has his rank. He has his army to, the Lord of hosts, to report back to them, and we're reporting back to him. It says, woe unto them that seek deep to hide their counsel from the Lord, and their works are in the dark. Are in the dark. And they say, who seeth us? Who knoweth us? Right? You know who watches, who sees you, and even though the heathen don't know the Lord, they know there's something that's higher than the Lord. They know that they know something. But their spirit is not righteous. It's wicked. Right? Surely your turning of things upside down shall be as esteemed as a potter's clay. We understand the Lord is the potter and we're the clay. Right? They call good evil and evil good. Right? They call God evil, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai evil, and they call their ways good. But we understand that the Lord is about to judge the earth for good and evil. Right? Surely your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay. For shall the work say of him that made it, he made me not? Or the thing framed saying of him that framed it, who had no understanding? You think the Lord don't, man, you got to be a fucking fool. Straight up, you got to be a goddamn fool, man. You know? You got to be a stupid idiot not to know that the Lord is looking down upon you, that he hates evil. He hates the abominations. And everyone's an abomination to the Lord. A false balance is an abomination to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. You know? It's beautiful, man, that the Lord is about to judge these people, man. So let's go to Proverbs real quick. I got some precepts to the title of the lesson. So let's go to Proverbs 16 and 18. And it reads, I'd like to read it, verse 16. It says, how much better is to get wisdom than gold, and to get understanding rather to be chosen than silver. So wisdom is the silver, wisdom is the gold, wisdom is everything. Wisdom is Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai. Wisdom is Yahushai. Right? It says the highway of the upright is to depart from evil. So that's the reason why we hate evil. Because we're trying to walk our walk to the best of our ability in an evil, in a wicked, in an adulterous generation. Right? The highway of the upright is to depart from evil. Where's the highway? The straight and narrow gate will lead us right into the pearly gates. But we got to go through the deep waters, the trouble. A time like never before. Right? The highway of the upright is to depart from evil. He that keepeth his way preserveth his soul. Pride goeth before destruction, and a haughty spirit before a fall. That's the surely goat. And the goat means the greatest of all time. So greatest of all time in their wickedness. That's the reason why today's what Halloween. And Lord's willing, there's a lot of the Lord puts a lot of people to death. The Lord, today is the day of death. Today is the day of death. De los muertos. in Spanish, if I'm saying that right. The Day of the Dead. And that's exactly what these people, they want. What you put out is what you're going to receive. You're going to put out death and abominations of wickedness and haughtiness and arrogancy. Guess what? The Lord going to have to get rid of you. The Lord going to get rid of you, man. Right? Let's get Isaiah 13 and 11. I will punish the world for their evil and the wicked for their iniquity, and I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease, and the lowly, and to lay low the haughtiness of the terrible. Right? You understand what, man, that's beautiful, man. And that's why we're just waiting on the Lord. Because the Lord is bringing the judgments. Right? He's bringing the judgments. Right? Let's get it again. This is Isaiah 13 and 11. And I will punish the world for their evil. Evil means bad times. You do evil, you do bad things in front of the eyes of the Lord, the Lord's going to give you bad times. It means it's never going to end until he wants you back with him in the spirit world. It says, I will punish the world for their evil and the wicked for their iniquity, and I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease. So the Lord's going to have to wipe everything out. Wipe this nigga out, man. And lay low the haughtiness of the terrible. That's beautiful, bro. That's beautiful, man. That's absolutely beautiful. Let's get a couple more scriptures. Then I'm going to close out. This is Proverbs 8 and 13. And it says that the fear of the Lord is to hate evil. Proud and arrogancy and the evil way and the forward mouth do I hate. You see what the Lord said, right? Verse 12, verse 11, verse 10, receive my instructions and not silver, and knowledge rather than choice gold. So hear the words of the Lord. And you're going to get the gold. You're going to get the silver. Because the Lord says, seek ye the kingdom of heaven of Yahweh Bashemel Shai, and all these things shall be added unto you. Right? It says, wisdom, dwell with the prudence. And whose wisdom? And whose the prudence? A prudent man seeth the evil and hideth himself. The elect is the prudent. Wisdom is Yahweh Shai. I, wisdom, dwell with prudence. I find out knowledge of the witty inventions. And that shit is a witty invention. The Lord gave him over to the bowel affection so he can destroy them. That's not gonna, the next time is not going to be unlucky. It's not going to be a warning shot. It's going to be a kill shot. And that's what we're waiting for, man. That's exactly what I'm rubbing. I'm shaking my hands. I'm rubbing my hands, putting oil on my hands, ready for the Lord to judge the world for their evil. And then allow us to get a little piece of the action. Because we want to put people to death. Because it's righteous. Because they're doing everything on the opposite, opposite of the Lord. You know? Verse 13, the fear of the Lord is to hate evil, pride and arrogancy, and the evil way, and the forward mouth do I hate. The Lord's getting ready to put everything out of the earth. He's about to put this man out of the earth. He's the cancer. So guess what? Our people have become the cancer. Because they say in their heart there is no God. What fools? Psalms 14 and 1. To the chief musician, a psalm of David, the fool hath said in his heart that there is no power. They are corrupt. They have done abominable works. There is none that doeth good. Right? For the Lord looketh down from heaven upon the children of men to see if there were any that did understand, that seeked and seek Yahweh B'Shem El Shai. The Lord is looking down. The Lord knows who is the elect and who's not. These are the most exciting times of our lives, man. You fucking people never experienced, you guys never thought that this was going to happen. You thought this was never going to happen. Let's get that, and then let me close out with Ezekiel, bro. Ezekiel, in the NLT. Ezekiel 12. NLT. So the top says the signs of coming exile, right? And so let's go to just Ezekiel 12. I'm gonna start at the 17th verse. Because you 2/3 never thought that this was going to happen in your lifetime. Oh, this is not going to happen. The chip is not going to happen. My stepfather, man, he told me that World War III is not going to happen. And now he's got cancer. That's judgment from the Lord, man. Because, he's supposed to go to church, but, whatever. The Lord's not dealing with those. He's not in the heart of the houses anyway. So this is Ezekiel, starting at the 17th verse. It says, then the message came to me from the Lord Yahweh. Son of man, tremble as you eat your food. Shake with fear as you drink your water. These are the times of judgment. We are supposed to fear the Lord. That's the whole duty of man. Right? That's the whole conclusion of being the Israelite, man, is to fear the Lord. Right now, we're in the time of the end. Right? Then this message came from me from the Lord Yahweh. Son of man, tremble as you eat your food. Shake with fear as you drink your water. Tell the people, this is what the sovereign Lord Yahweh says concerning those living in Israel and Jerusalem. Because we know it's not talking about those rats in our land. It's talking about the people of Israel. It's a people before it's a place. It's talking about the Israelites, the true Israelites. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, Seminole Indians, Haitians, Native Americans, and the speckled birds that look like the other nations, but their line goes all the way back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Even though they look like the other nations, the Lord told us to be sand we're the sand of the sea. Be fruitful and multiply. So the men of our nations laid down with the women of the other nations and had seed with them. Case in point, Blake Griffin. Blake Griffin's is a NBA basketball player. I think he retired. I don't know. I really don't give a shit. But his father's a Haitian, right? So-called Benjamite, right? And his mother's an Edomite. So you go, your line goes back to your father because he brings the seed. He has the seed. So he puts sperm into the woman, and that's how the seed, the plant grows, right? So it doesn't look, now, Blake Griffin, right, is a light-skinned black man with curly hair, red curly hair. Now he went and married a so-called white woman. Now he has a son. Now his son looks like a so-called white boy, white man. But he has blonde hair, blue eyes, but his father is a Benjamite, so he's a Benjamite. It don't look like, it doesn't matter what your color is. It doesn't matter what, it matters what the inside is. The Spirit says. And that's why the Lord's about to dismantle these other camps. Because the elder apostles, the elder bishops of Great Millstone always told us it was never about the color, it was always about the Spirit. Now we see it. Right? Going back, verse 19. Tell my people, this is what the sovereign Lord Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushua, is saying concerning those that live in Jerusalem, Israel and Jerusalem. So it's talking about the so-called Negroes, Latino, Native Americans, Seminole Indians, Haitians, the speckled bird. They will eat their food with trembling and sip their water in despair. You never thought this was going to happen in your lifetime, but this is happening in your lifetime. You will see this at the end. You're at the end of Esau's world. Right? And it says, for their land will be stripped bare because of their violence. Because of your violence to the Lord. And the land is talking about this land and Israel and other parts of the world where Jake is at, but mainly here. Right? The cities will be destroyed and the farmland made desolate. It's talking, and that's why you ain't got you can't the agriculture of Babylon the Great is done. You can't grow nothing and expect it to grow. You can't plant nothing and expect it to grow because the Lord is stripping everything of this goddamn place. Right? It says the cities will be destroyed and the farmland made desolate. Then you will know that I am the Lord Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai. A new proverb for Israel. Again, a message came to me from the Lord. Son of man, you have heard that the proverb they quote in Israel, time passes and prophecies come to nothing. So you thought that this was not going to come. You thought the MOTB, the grain of rice, the chocolate chip wasn't going to come. You thought World War III was going to come. You thought Esau, Edom was not going to be destroyed. You thought the kingdom of heaven was going to be brought to here on earth for us to dwell in. You didn't think 2/3 are going to die and be cut off and die. You didn't think the elect was going to be sealed and the 1/3 be beamed up in a moment and twinkle. It's all happening right in our, this is happening right now. It's not going to turn back. Verse 23. Tell the people, this is what the sovereign Lord Yahweh says. I will put an end to this proverb, and you will soon stop quoting it. That's why the Lord's getting rid of. That's why the Lord's getting ready to get rid of all the proud and all the haughty and all the arrogancy out of the earth, man. The wicked out of the earth. It's what goes up must come down. What goes around comes around. Because the earth is round, not flat, you dumbass. Whatever that the Lord got you blinded. So whatever, it's all good. Continuing on. It says, now give them this new proverb to replace the old one. The time has come for everyone prophesy to be fulfilled. Your prophecy is death. 2/3 heathen, Esau, and the elect is sealed through the Lord's will. We believe it's sealed, man. Abaratazah, man, that the elect is sealed, man. So the Lord's getting ready to put all the wickedness, haughtiness, arrogancy out of the earth. So with that, Lord's will is edifying video through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Harakah HaKadosh, and double honors to elder apostles, elder bishops, a great millstone where there's truth from. Peace and salutations to like Shalom, DTA, Abba Ball, Kwama Shalom.